a broadcast from my chair, my comfy chair. I am using my mobile phone this morning, and I'm Boundy, psychic medium, and I usually do a daily live stream broadcast onto my Facebook page. At the moment, I am currently laid up with some back pain issues, so I'm in a very comfy chair and trying not to move at all so that I don't tweak that pain level. But I thought I was just so determined I wanted to get at least some sort of a card reading done for you. It is going to my Facebook somewhere, not sure where, and the usual Periscope, Twitch, Twitter, and that type of stuff, YouTube as well. I enjoy using the portability, the HAPS, because of its portability, because of its ease of use, and being able to bring comments up on screen like this one. So we've got Leah's there. Good morning, Leah. And I'm going to switch the camera around to where the cards are in a minute, if I can figure out where that is. I don't normally do my live streams via mobile devices, so if you could bear with me. I think it's down there. So that there you've got the cards now. I'm hoping that you can still hear me, because I haven't got any external microphone on. I have the AirPods in and hoping that's what's picking up, but it might not be. Good morning, Tracy. Lovely to have you here joining me. That's lovely. I'm not sure how I'll watch it on my iPad at the same time as the phone. I've got both going. But anyway, the way I thought I'd do this reading as a general card reading was just put it definitely in the context of me personally as to how I read it or read it. I shuffled them and did it with intention. This one was going to be the conscious aspect, this one here the subconscious, and this one here the present time. So it's almost like here's the conscious being the coffin, and currently right at the moment with how my body is feeling, I'm actually laid up. I cannot move much at all because of pain in the back. So that, the sound is very clear. Great. Thank you, Tracy. And good morning, Judy. Lovely to see you here. So with this, as the coffin came up in that conscious aspect, it's almost like something is in the process of it's a death stage or losing something or passing on. It's like death actually is only just a transition from one space to another, from one form to another. And I'm just hearing and listening to the rain as well. It's just started raining outside. So from this, to me, it sort of indicated, well, I've certainly had a stream of issues over the last few months, really, with having had a fall in a car park that really bunged my knee for a bit. And then the next month it was falling over and having a broken wrist that's held me up for 3 months. And now with the back deciding to go into spasms and absolute pain, that all I can do is lay down, really, or stretch out on a very comfortable chair that I'm in. I can't walk properly. I need walking sticks and things like that to help. So it's something that's wanting to pass through in my life in a way that is like a death. There's something that I'll be, oh, look at that, how that's taken the focus out. So I'll leave the pencil out of it, Apple Pencil out of it. So that with this card, in the process that I'm going through with, allowing the back to ease and not be able to do anything much at all, there's something that's telling me in spirit world that I need to be pulling up, rest up, otherwise there's something that's going to be moving on and out. So whether it's a forward motion of what I was wanting to do in my earning capacity or even the volunteering or anything like that, that it could be that I'm being held up and suggested that I change direction, that that part of what was going to be my idea of what I was doing is moving through, it's dying. I need to change what I'm doing, is what I'm feeling through having that card come up. So for you yourself, it might be something slightly different, but along the lines of there is something you're going to be losing or saying goodbye to, as in a death, and moving into a different space and place, different direction, or something like that. So that's the conscious, what's happening at the moment, that you're aware of. Here is the subconscious level that's more to do, and this is the mice card, and you see how they're actually um, really gorging on all those beautiful fruits and yummies, the food that they're raiding that's been left out, whether it's just left out or whether it's been placed there for a feast. The mice themselves are getting in on the act, and I suppose they'd probably be wrecking it because they have no regard for that. So, in the undercurrent, in that unconscious, subconscious level for me, it's feeling like there's just that nibbling away at what has been my, well, I wouldn't say dreams, but plans, and that there's just that something that's chewing away at it saying, no, this isn't the way you're going to go. We're taking away that stuff. The mice are thieving it, munching away, having a wonderful time at my expense, and I'm going to need to change up again what I've got happening. Hi, Raywin. Wonderful to see you here too. So, the feeling there is, oh, look, there's something, it's still something that I haven't put my thumb on as far as what the purpose of mice would mean, what's being stolen from me, gradually eaten away in that subconscious level, because that's the thing, it's a subconscious. We're not always aware fully of what's happening there. So, but this, having it brought forward, is giving me a bit more awareness around what's, that it could be um, having to put a bit more focus on what is happening in the background, what's feeling in my deeper feeling, deeper realms. Good morning from the Philippines. How are you? So, my thoughts on that one, I'm still a bit unclear because I do like mice. I don't mind that part of the ecosystem of cleaning up rubbish even at times, but they also leave their little surprises that's not so healthy for us as humans. So I'm feeling too that it's probably I'm needing to look after my health because of how I'm laid up with my back at the moment. But what we've got here in this present moment card, in what the ship is presenting with us, for me, is it's the movement. It really is to continue onward. That's going to be, it'll be slow and sure that I'll certainly get past this bad back at the moment, but it's just going to take that time and careful steering of what the body's doing as well. So overall, I think in that more personal level of my interpretation for me is that there's certainly some parts of what I'm doing that are holding me up because I'm going in the wrong direction, and that I'm needing to realign, rethink what I'm doing, but bring that what's in the background forward for that better awareness of what is happening for me. So, in what way you can interpret that for you, go for it. Tune into your own intuition and what the messages are that's coming forward for you. And it really is sometimes a bit of an eye opener when you know how the thoughts come in as if, nah, that wasn't what it was, that's not what it means. But it really is, in my experience, it's that first initial thought that comes into your mind that actually is the more important one to take notice of. And then, anything else that you're overthinking around that, That's what it is. It's overthinking, and it's that first instant intuitive gut feeling reaction and thought that comes in that probably is the best way to actually interpret it, isn't it? So, and Tracy, yeah, need to hang upside down. It stretches the body, absolutely. But I haven't got one of those things. I have a friend back at Meningie who used to have one and hang upside down and said it was great. So I'm aware of what devices they are. So I wonder if you can hire them. Anyway, it's a food for thought, isn't it? I think too that I just started getting back into daily walking, as some of my previous HAPS live streams have shown, walking the dogs. And I just seem to get going with something, and then I have another thing pop up like this. And what's the message for me? I don't know. I need to, I think it's one of those things that I'm going to be needing to sit in that meditative space and actually have a look at that inner realm to have a bit of a suss on that one, search it, inner search, and just see now what is it, what am I feeling, what's my gut reaction to that too. So I'm going to leave it there because it gets pretty exactly Tracy. It is the move it or lose it, and that's why after having the broken wrist and that's feeling quite good, I thought, yeah, I can hang on to the dogs. She'll be right. I do start walking, get some exercise happening again because I only walk. I'm not into all the huff and puff stuff. But it is just to move it exactly. So I'm taking it very easy because I can't move it. It really is a level of pain that, it'll work itself through. I do know that. It's happened before, thankfully, a long, 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 long time ago. It's certainly not something that I wish on anybody because, basically, it's painful, isn't it? It's also a warning to slow down, slow up, whatever. Pain has a purpose in getting us to not keep pushing in the body sense when it's meant to be rested. So there's something obviously happening that I'm not aware of at this point. Hey, all things happen in the right time and space, don't they? Now, one of the things on using this HAPS, I can see that most, I think, are Facebook users here, but on my Samsung, I can't see where specifically each of you are from, tuning in from as a platform. So I'm pretty sure, Tracy, you'd be on Facebook and Raywin. So that's interesting. Or did you click on the link that I had in my comment to actually join in on the HAPS? Because I can't tell the difference on this stream at the moment, being on my mobile phone. It's all a great experience doing this live streaming on quick and easy on a mobile device using the HAPS. I know that I've got a BeLive mobile app too that I could have started this with, but it only goes to the Facebook or YouTube. So I decided to use the HAPS. If you're interested, do join in with the link that I've put in Facebook. Otherwise, I can put it in other places too. Have a search on my YouTube. I know the details are in my profile for that, of how to join with HAPS and other places and spaces. So I'll leave it there for now, and hopefully tomorrow morning I might be a bit closer to the 8 in the morning. It just depends on, it does depend on how my back is, the back pain is progressing and easing and leaving me to being able to do things. So, okay, lovely to see you here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time I'm on. Bye. That one.